welcome back to another weekly vlog. I guess this is really supposed to be a live right now, but for whatever reason I'm trying to go live and it's not like loading, it's not like opening up the live, it's saying unable to open the live. So there must be some type of glitch or something that's going on right now, so I have to wait. But you know, I don't get a lot of time to myself to actually, you know, talk. So I'm recording this just in case if I'm not able to get time to do the live either today or tomorrow, because this has been sitting on my heart. And it was a realization that I just came to today. So if you don't know, I'm Kiera, also known as K-Way. I am a first-time mom. I am 31. Yeah, I'm a first-time mom, and I have a 2-year-old. Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm 31. Yeah, I'm about to be 32 this year. Yeah. Let me tell you something. After 26, I'll stop counting, because guess what? If you ask me how old I am, I'm going to tell you I'm 26, okay? That's it. That's all. So, anyway, like I was saying, I am a first-time mom. I have a 2-year-old daughter. My 2-year-old daughter is biracial. She is Indian and black, and Asian, Indian, and black American. Ooh, shoot! Girl, what's going on? Sorry, y'all. I hurt my toe some kind of way. I don't know what's going on down there. I gotta fix that. But prior to my baby and my immediate family, everybody is black. So let me just start off saying this, what the realization was. So the realization today was, I don't know, I was just at work, and then I was like, you know, so many people compliment my baby. Oh, she's so cute, you know, just the normal whatever. And for the most part, I just be like, thank you. We'll say thank you, you know. But sometimes, like, if it's someone that we actually personally know, or, you know, something a little bit more, I won't say intimate, but like, not just like some random stranger that we're passing in the grocery store, I normally say something like, yeah, she busy too. She's very busy, cute and busy. And today I just was like, maybe I shouldn't call her busy, or whenever someone says that, I say thank you, of course. But maybe sometimes in front of other people, I should also say, you know, yeah, she is, and then say thank you, just to let her know that I also think she's so cute or so beautiful. Even though I tell her that to, you know, already. I tell her all the time, baby, mommy, you're so cute. You're mommy's baby. You know, you're so smart. You're doing such a good job. You know, I'm always encouraging her and pouring into her, because if you don't know, your first line of confidence comes from your parents. It comes from your parents. And you know, there isn't like a book to tell you how to parent, but you know, I feel like you're a great parent if you are constantly re-evaluating your parenting skills, or yourself, or, you know, interactions that you know you have, or whatever the case is. And I sat to myself at my desk this afternoon, and I was like, you know, I don't want to, whenever someone gives my baby a compliment, I don't want to enforce it by saying and busy, you know. I mean, 'cause she's the 2-year-old, so she does busy things, you know. She writes on walls, or, you know, all the busy 2-year-old stuff, okay? But I am conscious enough to not tell her that, oh, she's bad, you're so bad. Like, I don't know, we don't do that. I don't call her out her name. I don't demean her in any way, and I never will. That's just, I was raised that way. My mom never called me stupid, black. She never did any of that. I was already, you know, she fussed at us like normal, but she never disrespected us. There's a very thin line between being disrespectful, even as a parent, and discipline. And my mom always said that. So I've always kind of, like, you know, had that in me, and I made sure, girl, come on now, I want to make sure that I do the same for my child, because me and my mom, we have a great relationship. I think that my mom was a great mother, is a great mother, a great grandmother. I hope you guys can hear me because I do have the AC on a little bit because, baby, whew, it's hot. It's hot. But yeah, so I have pointers. I wrote them down because, first of all, my mind is bad. I forget things like this. And third of all, or second of all, whatever, I ramble a lot. So if I don't have like an agenda or a list, baby, I would ramble. I would talk your head off. I'll still get to the point at some point, but you'll have a sidebar conversation. It'll just be too much. So, yeah. So first of all, I said I wanted to conduct a video this way. What I think of my baby. I think my baby is beautiful. I think she's extremely smart to not even be 2.5. I think she has the cutest little personality. I think she's very independent and smart. She's my baby. You know, I think she's very caring, loving. You know, I think all the good things about my baby already. You know, what are they doing? Why are they over the line? But get on your side. So yeah, that's what I think about my baby already. But then for whatever reason, I don't know. You know, sometimes things just pop in my head and I'm just like, whenever somebody gives my baby a compliment, I always say, oh, thank you. Or I'll say, yeah, she cute and busy, you know. But I just wanted to, I was thinking that maybe I should be mindful of me saying that, especially in front of her. Every time that she gets a compliment from somebody. Or whenever, you know, I just think I should be mindful of that. For multiple reasons. Like I said, I don't want her to feel less than, or, you know, she doesn't feel that I don't want her to feel like I don't appreciate her or love her or think highly of her when I do. I think very highly of my child, baby. If you ask me, I have a genius, okay? I have an absolute beautiful genius. She could win a beauty pageant right now. Period. You know. And I want her to be this confident but humble, because I'm also that type of person. I feel like there's a difference between, oh girl, I'm so sorry. I forgot to put my signal light on. I apologize to everybody behind me. Child, I'm rambling. Mind your business. What else? What did I have on here? I respond that way because I don't want people or my child, specifically my child, to grow up feeling like she's better than anybody, or she is above anybody, or, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I feel a lot of the times when my baby, I only have that one baby, so it wasn't as, what am I trying to say? Let me turn this off for a second. Turn this down. It wasn't as apparent to me until I was around like my nieces and everybody, and people will always walk up to us in the grocery store when I have 2 other nieces with me and my mom, and they will only compliment my child, or they'll say, oh, she's so adorable, look at her hair, look at this, or, you know, whatever. And as an aunt and as a mother, I don't want my child to feel beneath anybody or above anybody. I want her to be confident in herself, but I also want her to be humble. And I don't want negative connotations placed on certain physical features. Like, for one thing, she comes from in the black community, you know, that we have people who praise people because they are lighter skin tone or their hair is less wavy. Like just this weekend, we were getting a car fixed, and the black guy was like, oh, her hair is so pretty. She don't got no nigga hair. And I'm looking like, bitch, do you not see my hair rolled up across my head? So what do you feel like? Even though that doesn't do anything to me, but to her, a learning mind, that's going to teach her that, oh, I don't want this type of hair, or this type of hair is seen in a bad way. And it's not, baby. Your mama got this type of hair, and this hair is just as beautiful. My 2 other fully black nieces have that type of hair, and their hair is just as beautiful. So I don't want my child to feel like she's above anybody, and I don't want my nieces to feel like they're below anybody because of, you know, people are praising these type of features, vice versa as well. My child, she wants to have braids like her cousins, but she doesn't have that type of hair type to get braids and you know go to bed and just get braids and just keep those braids or whatever. Her hair has to be done almost every day. But I try to make sure that she knows that her hair is beautiful. She has beautiful hair, and I tell her in front of her cousins, and I also praise her cousins with a different hair texture than her in front of her as well, so she'll know that I'm telling you your hair is beautiful, but it doesn't mean that their hair isn't beautiful. I'm just let me check in the box. That's what I do today. So I'm teaching two different sides of the coin, two different extremes of a coin. Not just in the black community, but I know in the Indian community, they have the same type of situation. The lighter you are, the better. The straighter the hair, the better. And so I want to make sure that I'm instilling in my child that your natural curls are beautiful. Your brown skin, like right now, my baby girl is chocolate right now, baby. She didn't got her a tan. And I would never, ever tell my child, oh, you don't need to stay in that sun too long. You're going to get too black. My mom never did that to me, ever. My mom, my grandmother, and a lot of the people on my mom's side are light skinned. I was the first dark skinned, person to come out from, the siblings or whatever. So, and I'm the oldest grandchild. But I was never told, oh, you're going to get black, or you need to stay out there saying, oh, look at you, you're getting real black, because that's not a bad thing. So I make sure that like when my baby's out this summer, and right now, baby, she is just as brown. She pretty brown, pretty chocolate right now, okay? And I tell her even now, oh, look at you, boo. You got a little tan. You so cute. Look at your skin, whatever. I don't make her feel that her getting darker is a bad thing, because I know people, even at my big age, that'll say, oh, I need to get up out this sun. I'm going to be black. Like, what is that? So? Is black not cute? Is being black ugly? No, it is not. But if you say that around learning minds, that's the impression you're giving off. And so I make sure that I'm just here to say this. I'm a black woman raising a biracial daughter who is, on the fairer side compared to my nieces, and I'm constantly around my nieces and my daughter. So I'm consciously making sure that they all know that their range of brown is just as beautiful as the other. There is no one that's above or below. And so today when I thought about people always commenting or telling my baby, she's beautiful or whatever, and I feel like sometimes they say that just because of her being lighter tone and her curly hair situation. So I try to I play a neutral role when it comes to that. I'd be like, yeah, she's cute and busy, or try not to overdo anything, when it comes to that, because sometimes people run out. But I just came into a realization that I'm trying to do good, but me constantly saying she's cute and busy, or adding something negative, well, that can be seen as negative, into that equation could be, doing something to her self-esteem, or could eventually do something to her self-esteem. So what I plan to do is to be mindful of, those, what could be looked at as a negative characteristic when I'm referring to my child. I'm just gonna be mindful of my mouth, what I speak in front of her, about her, when I'm telling people she's busy, because she is busy. She's but busy in a good way. She's a baby, she's 2. And so, yeah, that's all I had to say, I guess. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think I understand what I needed to say for the most part. So, guys, speak life into your children. Know that you are your children's confidence until they're able to formulate their own. You are your children's self-esteem until they're able to have their own. Pour into them. Be mindful of what you say. Be mindful of, not just what you say to them, what you say about them. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Bye.